Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing some chili. However, this is going to be a little different chili. It is a white chili. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. It's a little bit different than my Cincinnati chili, which you'll see here pop up. But nevertheless, it is still good, and you can actually make this in the crock pot. So even better. There's one thing that you can't do, and that is you actually have to brown the beef, which, you know, who cares? We are going to actually go ahead and do that. So I have my pan here, and I am just going to brown some ground beef. Now you can use ground turkey to make it a little bit healthier option. You can use ground bison or buffalo, but I only have some beef, so I'm just going to go ahead and ground this up. To do is I like to add just a little bit of spice. I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in here, just a little bit, because I'm not a huge spicy person, but you can put however much spice you want in there. So now what I like to do is I actually like to drain off my meat to get all of that extra fat out of it. So that's what I'm going to do, and here's a little tip for you. So as you can tell, I've got my ground beef here that hasn't been drained, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a colander to drain it instead of trying to do this by hand. I actually have my colander in the sink, and I'm just going to throw this into the colander. It's kind of difficult to do this with one hand. There we go. That is in this colander, and then look at that. It drains out all of the fat that you do not want to have. You can't find like a really low fat content for your beef. That is one way to actually do it. So now what I'm doing is I have my my other ingredients, which is stagg chili. There's a lot of different types of stagg chili, so whichever one you like, go ahead and use. I have my cream of mushroom soup, and I have my baked beans. Again, so many different kinds of baked beans, so you use what you like to use because it's your flavor. Alright, so I have my crock pot on low because I'm going to pretty much simmer all this all day. I've got my ground beef in here, and now we're going to do the wonderful other ingredients. So I've got my stagg chili, 2 cans. Just goes right in there. And as you noticed, I did not salt and pepper my meat, and that is on purpose because we have all this other ingredients that is going to do that. This also makes a lot of chili. So this will last you for probably a couple days. Cream of mushroom soup goes right on in there. I'm going to save 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Second one goes in. And this is actually what is making it a white chili. And now we've got our baked beans. Just throw that right on in there. Is that it? Oh. Okay. Good enough. Now, as I had mentioned, we keep 1 little can of the soup, and we're going to add a little bit of milk. I usually do like a half a can of milk. Just make sure that you don't spill all over the place like I do. And I usually just stir this around. Try to get all that extra soup out. Stir, 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 stir. And that just goes right in here. So as you can tell, it has, it has become white chili. So we're just gonna stir this. Stir, stir, stir. We've got our beef in here. We've got our extra chili in here. We've got our cream of mushroom soup in here. And we have our can of baked beans. All right, one last ingredient is 1/4 cup brown sugar. Goes right into there. This actually makes it really nice and kind of sweet, but you still have that kind of spice from the cayenne pepper. So it's a nice, sweet and spicy chili. Now, after you get all of this finished and heated up and stirred, once it gets cooked, you can try it out, and if you want to add a little bit more of that brown sugar, you can, but I do not. I keep it as is. Okay, so now we just put the lid on top, and we are just going to let this cook for a couple hours. Quick side note, so this recipe only cost around 12 bucks. So $12 to make this entire crock pot of chili. So, and that's, I mean, that is a lot of chili. So yeah, you can feed your family on this for a couple days. It's only going to cost you $12 to make this entire pot of chili. You know, $1.50 per person, or per serving. So that's great. It's a great recipe. You can get quickly done, and it is fantastic. So with that, I am off for the day. Hopefully you guys check out my other videos and make sure to subscribe. And yeah, feel free to share any of my videos that you want. Okay? We will talk to you later.